Ladies and gentlemen, the Democratic Party, they're watching what's going on out here and they know that people are not feeling them anymore. There's a lot of people stepping away from the party that they once had during the 2020 election and just don't look like those same folks are going to quite show up in the same way in 2024. So I already spoke to you about where black men were stepping away from Joe Biden. Well, they're not the only ones. Young Democrats are also souring on the party. It says that recent survey shows that even the young voters are trying to put a distance between themselves and the Democratic Party. Now, you would think they would want to do something about it. No, y'all, they're brainstorming behind the scenes to come up with a new way to benign and neglect us. That's all. They just haven't come up with it yet. So, in recent pollings has found that the number of young people who identify as Democrats is on a slight decline, while President Joe Biden has seen wavering support from the demographic that played a pivotal role in his victory over former President Donald Trump in 2020. Adding to the concerns is a recent analysis from John Della Volpe, a polling director at the Harvard Kennedy Institute of Politics, who pointed to possible struggles the party faces with voters between 18 to 29. Nearly every sign that made me confident in historic levels of youth participation in 2018, 2020, and 2022 is now flashing red, Della Volpe wrote in his analysis of 2024, adding the ground is more fertile for voting when youth believe voting makes a tangible difference. Well, I know nobody is feeling that from the Democratic Party. Cheyenne Hunt, a 25-year-old Democrat and TikTok influencer who's running to be the first female Gen Z member of Congress, cautioned that Democrats shouldn't take her peers for granted. There's less a sense of loyalty to a particular party, I think, and more of a sense of really taking a look at the system and feeling left behind and forgotten. And young people engage with passion. So, in other words, they want to see that energy from their candidates, but they don't want to hear a bunch of lip service. And that's all the Democratic Party gives you. So the just like we are left out in the political system, only when it's time to vote, then they're chattering all day long about the black vote. But once everything is said and done, then they act like we're invisible. So, they're talking about Gen Z also feel that they are locked out of the political system, leading both to a more political mobilization and less affiliation with established parties. We are one of the most politically mobilized generations in American history, judging by the turnout of the numbers during the last midterms. We are in a place where you have to constantly engage us. And I understand why you look at the system and the status quo, and a lot of young folks are really feeling betrayed. Now, they're not the only one. So, in a 2019, 39% of respondents to a Harvard youth poll reported identifying as Democrats, and the figure fell to 35% this past spring. The share of youth voters identifying as independents or unaffiliated with a major party, on the other hand, climbed from 36% in 2019 to 40% this year. A share of youth voters identifying as Republicans saw a insignificant shift from 23% to 24%. Della Volpe argued that although young voters appear to be getting more progressive with their values, fewer are identifying as Democrat or liberal, are paying close attention to the political news, are likely to believe in politics as a means for system change. The share of young voters who said they'll definitely vote in 2024 race is now 51% in the Harvard poll, down from 55% who said, they would vote the same time back in 2020. Well, I don't blame them. You're always going to have your diehards that want you to overlook everything that was not done or everything that they failed in and still vote again. And I think people are not feeling that message anymore. And I think you're not going to get through to people constantly telling them to vote and they see they are not getting anything out of it. As long as people are feeling that way, yeah, voter turnout is going to be low. It's going to be low. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.